What's going on, guys? It's Shay here. So this is a different type of review than usual. Well, not really, because I used to review this type of stuff back then. Today, guys, I have the White Ranger, or Tommy White Ranger Morphin. What is it? Morphin. It's Retro-Morphin flip heads. Yeah. So these are actually really old, but they actually never made the White Ranger version of him. They have made the Green Ranger. They've made red, blue, pink, black, and they recently just made Trini, or Yellow Ranger, and they also made one that you wouldn't expect to be made by these people, which is indeed Kimberly, the Ranger Slayer. This is when she turned evil, and this is only really seen in the comics, so, which I don't really have. So with that being said, let's begin. So first off, what you're going to want to do is, due to the fact that this does look so cool just being in a package, like being a really cool collectible, this could possibly be worth something in the future, but I'm not like that right now. I'm ready to open this thing up. Okay, let's open it up. Alright, here he is out of the box. Put that to the side. This is actually my first ever Morphin figure thing, and his gun fell. Okay, so I'll take a look at his accessories in a minute. But we got that all the way. Now let's go ahead and take a look at himself first. So first off, this is what he looks like with just a shield, okay? Now, these guys don't typically have that much articulation. These things are pretty stiff. So here he is, looking really, really nice, I might add. That paint, look at that paint. Look at that gold paint right there. Doesn't that look nice? Here he is without his shield, which you will need to take off. And his diamonds on his chest are supposed to be gold, but they aren't painted, obviously, for reasons. So the way to flip him is that you take the back, yeah, you're supposed to do this. I'm assuming you flip it. That's how you do it. Yeah, you're basically supposed to, there's a lever right here in the back. You do this, and it flips his head open. Or whatever. So, yeah, that's that. And we can put his shield back on. Now, his shield, bro. His shield looks so cool. Look at that shield. Like, bro, that shield looks so nice. And this is what he looks like, you know, without his helmet on and his suit. Whatever, and his leg is a little crooked. Should I add? Yeah, his foot's a little crooked, and I don't think he can stand up properly. Well, he can, but this is what he looks like without his shield. Now he does look like he has no neck, but especially with the shield. But without it, of course you can see that. The details on the head, he doesn't even look like himself. But I mean, what do you expect from something like this? If you can zoom into his face, it's focusing on mine. That's the only thing that's helping. But his face actually does have some pretty nice details. He can bend his arms like that and whatever. Bend both arms, actually. And they can also go in and out like this. So, a little articulation at least, you know. And we're going to put him back in his Ranger form because his helmet just looks so freaking cool. And you can also move his legs. And I think, I felt like I was about to break his legs. You can kneel down. I might be wrong, but I don't know if many people actually have Tommy, or like the White Ranger version of him, or the Ranger Slayer Kimberly. I don't know, but that's just what I'm thinking right now. So, yeah, and if you want to look inside of him in terms of the thing, it's nothing much. Now his weapons. So, first off, he comes with a Blade Blaster, which is the Rangers, like the Core 5 Power Rangers, it's like guns. For some reason, he is, like, every single one is included with, like, even, like, where's the back of the box? Even Ranger Slayer Kimberly, she even has a blaster right there, too. Which is weird because Tommy, especially even his Green Ranger, he looks a little better with his Green Ranger form. Because he actually had a Blade Blaster when his Green Ranger powers were, you know, when they were regenerated in the show. In the actual show, I think, in Season 3, I think. No, Season 2, I think, is when he got his Green Ranger powers. This is before he became the White Ranger, I think. And he was, and it was also a Blade Blaster in his holster when he was a Green Ranger, because I don't think he had his Dragon Dagger. So you can put his Blade Blaster in holster. It fits really well, actually. That's what it looks like. Lift his arm up. That way you guys can see it. It actually fits really, really well. Now for his, the better part is Saber, his personal Saber, which is, you know, the more, like, the thing that you expect for him to come with. So, obviously you can hold these, but let me check this one thing and see if his sword can fit in his holster, because he does have a holster for his sword, both for when he was green and white. Sadly, no. You could if you wanted to, like, if you jam it in there. Oh, it does, I think it does fit in there. Well, I mean, there you go. I guess it's a. I don't even know if that's official. I really hope that is, because that's what he's meant. Like, that's what he's only meant to have is Saber, not a blade blaster. However, though, it is pretty cool to include a blade blaster. Like, it fits a lot better in there than Saber. Sorry, Saber, but I kind of think it looks better without his shield. I mean, maybe it's because I'm more used to the regular Power Rangers. You know, because they don't have shields. The only one who was ever given a shield was Red and Black. Everyone else was never given a shield. Yes, he can hold the weapons. Freak, this is hard to hold. There we go. You put it in his hand, it fits in there pretty well. And that's what it looks like with a sword. Now his blade blaster, which he's not even supposed to have one, but this is what he looks like with his blade blaster, in case anyone was wondering. You can fit both weapons in both hands. Yeah, there we go. And it's really funny is that actually the blade blaster doesn't have a trigger guard. It just has a trigger, and that's it. Even in Japanese version, they don't have a trigger guard. So Tommy does look a little weird with a gun, but I mean, what else you expect from someone who's been? Also, that actually looks really cool. Except that it would be a little cooler to just do something like this, like make him a little running pose or something like this, like that, and like put him. See if I can get a good pose going. There we go. I'm fixing it. I'm doing it right, guys. Yeah. See, look at that. That looks a little cooler, right? Like he's flying in the air, jumping in the air, something like that. Ah, I see you, monster. Pew pew. You know, something like that. You know. So that's at least something. You know. And also, his blade blaster, or the blade blaster, is actually supposed to be folded, or not even supposed to be in gun form when they're holstered. They're just supposed to be in the sword ready form, basically. So, also you can do, like, I guess you could do something like this, where he's crouching on, like, a throne. And let me see if I can do this properly. I'm going to flip his head, and I'm going to make him, well, actually, I think you can do this. I think you can put a sword. Let's try this. Let's see if you can put a sword upside. Dang it, Tommy. You can kind of put it upside down, but, you know, he can do something like this, where he's, like, kneeling and putting a sword on the ground. So, yeah, so this is basically what he looks like. How much you gonna put him back in his normal pose? First off, I'm gonna put the handle back in, put that back in, put his legs back the proper way. Make me want to make a blade blaster, you know? I don't think I have enough cardboard for that. So this is what it looks like just with this sword with Saber. And yes, for those who don't watch Power Rangers, Saber does talk. Like, not obviously not this, but in the show and the Legacy version, which was a 1-1 scale of what it actually looked like in the show, he actually talked. And his blade blaster, like the blade blasters obviously don't talk because they're guns, not swords. Because I think it would be more realistic for a sword to talk than a gun to talk, you know? Well, Gabble Volver. Anyways. But yeah, here's he is with the shield. His shield doesn't stay on that well. Because I thought it was like clip on and not put it over his head, but I think that's better than clipping it on, because I think they could possibly break the pins. But that's what it looks like with Saber with the shield on, and when he open, that's what he looks like when you try and open his arms. So you would have to take off the shield to do a few poses, or you would probably have to cut down the shield, which I'm not gonna do, obviously, even though it's like a $10 toy, and take off his sword and give him his. Well, not his. I guess it's in case he doesn't have another weapon to choose from. His blade blaster. Even though I just said it, he doesn't use one. So let's take off the shield. The shield's starting to get really annoying. And that's what it looks like with the blade blaster. I actually kind of want to buy the rest of these. Like, I want to buy at least Billy and Kimberly, especially Ranger Slayer Kimberly. But that's what he looks like with the blade blaster. And here's what it looks like holstered. What's really cool is that his holster is actually made out of rubber, like really soft, soft rubber, but here's what it looks like with the blade blaster in his holster, which looks a lot more suitable. Ooh, this is making me want to make a blade blaster all of a sudden. Like, just make it. Because I think I could. And here's what it looks like with his sword, with Saber in his holster, which I think it could fit in here. Yeah, I really hope that's accurate. Because he does have Saber in a holster, as I remember. Obviously, you can flip his head manually if you wanted to. You could literally just put his head in. But I think You know, if for kids who want this, you can easily just like press the button or hold this back here, and you can do that for hours. So yeah, like if you wanted to go crazy with this thing, do it. I personally like Green Ranger Tommy better. I don't know why, because he just looks more badass in my opinion. I don't know, but yeah. Also, I could never see Tommy using a Blade Blaster, especially in his White Ranger. Well, in Green Ranger, I could imagine it, but in White Ranger form, I don't really know. But that's what it looks like, and without the helmet on, and with the helmet on, obviously looks cooler. Here it is, what it looks like with the shield, the Blade Blaster. Let's put it down to the side. That's what it looks like. I have enough money to go get another one of these too, so maybe I might get one of these, like maybe at least the Green Ranger version, because I do want Green Ranger Tommy. But I might have to find it online, maybe. I don't know, but that's what it looks like with the Blade Blaster. It does look really cool when it's holstered. I'm not even going to lie. If you guys are wondering how Tommy got his White Ranger powers, was that after his Green Ranger powers failed, or they got messed up by Rita, Zordon and Alpha went to, I think that wasn't from a planet, but they had taken some sort of energy source to power Tommy's new Morpher, which was indeed basically, let me see if I can, okay, move me here. Basically this, like, if they ever release Tommy's Morpher, and I don't want my camera to fall, but if they ever release Tommy's Morpher, I could imagine them releasing the Morpher and the 2 coins, just like the Legacy version. And my coin? I thought I was loose. Okay, but yeah, I could imagine them releasing the same one, but having 2 coins. Like, not the same color. Obviously, it's going to be a little gold, because that's what the color looks like in the show. But you know, like, it does look a little, it would make a little more sense for him, because Kimberly already got her own Morpher from the Mighty Morphin movie back in 1995, but that's not where I am yet. If you guys are wondering where I got this from Walmart, actually. At Walmart, the only ones that they had for me was Billy, him, and Ranger Slayer Kimberly. And I actually like, the shield looks so cool, like, putting over him. However, though, you can't flip his head, obviously, with the shield on. You will have to take this off to switch heads. So, you know, I guess if you want to make a stop motion, it would make a lot more sense to just take the shield off, keep him in that position, flip his head, and put the shield back on. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just make him look like he's sitting down. I might play around with him every once in a while, just tinkle with them, just like kind of tinker with them a little. I don't know, but these are actually really freaking cool, because, like, even though they all come, well, some of them come with a gun, it wouldn't make any sense, especially for Tommy, to not have a Blade Blaster, because it's not accurate for him. He's supposed to, because when he was Green Ranger, he had a dagger slash flute, or like a dragon, like kind of like a little, kind of a dagger, but slightly longer. Now he has an actual saber. Like, you know, it makes more sense for him to have a sword than a gun, you know, in my opinion. But it's still really cool that he was given a Blade Blaster. So I guess it does it for this video, I guess. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If you guys want to go find these yourselves, I'm actually going to go on Amazon right after I finish making this video, even before I start editing, to see if they have Green Ranger Tommy, and if they do, and they're at a good price, I'm going to buy him. So with that being said, if you guys want these, you could possibly find them on Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, I think. I don't know, but I do know they're possibly most likely on Amazon. So, and of course at Walmart and Target. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.